Well, hey guys, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for tuning in to another episode today. Just running around getting some last minute errands done. Just got back from getting a new set of frames for my glasses. Was laying on the couch last night. I was doing something. I can't use my gadget with my glasses because I don't have bifocals anyhow. Put my glasses down on the floor or something, went into the kitchen, came back, stepped on my glasses. Broke the frames. Luckily I didn't break the glasses or I wouldn't have had a pair of glasses to travel with, but got that taken care of, doing the last few errands before I get out of here, and it's video time. I want to talk today about my new raw food diet, Woodstock, and upcoming plans. Guys, I do videos every day, a lot of stuff about to happen. Please go down, hit that subscribe button now, and then be sure you click on the little bell and check send notifications to stay subscribed to the channel, or I won't have any subs left. Maybe people just don't like me anymore. I'll get a complex or something. Just joking, just joking. So, new raw food diet. What do you mean by new raw food diet? Well, I kind of feel a shift coming. It's not going to be completely new. I'm not rolling out some new philosophy or any radically new way of eating. But yeah, I'm kind of like I'm continuing my education of doing this thing in a different environment here in the States. And as the seasons change and roll around, I feel, I've kind of adjusted what I'm eating at the time, and I feel an adjustment coming on for fall when I get back. Part of the adjustment because of the weather change, part of the adjustment because of certain fruits that have been available to me that may not be. Keep my fingers crossed, mango will always be in there somewhere. I had watermelon juice this morning, which I don't know. I kind of think that might be the last. I'm pretty sure well, unless I decide, get a wild hair and go get one more of those seedless watermelons today, it'll be the last. I had a seedless watermelon this morning. It was really sweet, but that's the only seedless one I've had so far this summer. So anyhow, things change up. The fall will be rolling around. Now, it's not going to be fall when I get back from Woodstock, which I'll talk about in just a few minutes. But it'll be almost the beginning of September. We'll have at least one more month of full-on summer. But I kind of feel the shift coming a little bit already. But once we start getting into cooler weather, it will morph a little bit more. It'll change in the way that I'll need to figure out another way for hydrating in the morning, which I guess basically is drinking more water. That's going to be a tough one after just completely hydrating myself for the last 3 months, a full summer with watermelon juice. So I'll shift over to drinking water in the morning because I've learned that lesson. That lesson has been driven home in me now about staying hydrated all the time. So I don't want to lose that. But it will be getting cooler, so I won't need as much hydration. But I still want to stay hydrated, so it'll be a shift away from the watermelon juice, drinking water in the morning. I will try to get that mango meal in there, like as much as possible for the first meal of the morning, unless something else comes around that I'm not thinking about in the fall, Like I say, I like that first meal whenever possible to be with a higher water content fruit. I'll come to figure out I like that first meal of the day to definitely be a mono meal when all possible. So it'll probably go, the mangoes have been coming around all year, so I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that I don't see any interruption in those, and I'm continually able to get them. Where the change will come is I had a salad last night. I'm going to have a salad tonight. And I kind of feel that shifting away of doing ice cream for dinner every night, although it sure has been good. I have enjoyed that this summer. And listen, it's not like I'm saying, okay, we got to shut the door. I won't do any more ice cream at night. But I do see shifting over a little bit more to having dinners again, like to having salads, to having soups. I love raw blended soups. Especially I don't know why I say especially, because I don't really heat them up. I don't usually heat them in the Vitamix, so my raw soup's just as good in the summer. But for some reason I tend to, it's not about the heat of the food, but I just tend to feel the green soups And the stews. Oh God, I'll have to reshare that stew that I have that I made in the middle of last winter. It's hearty. Haven't you done any mushrooms in a while? That's one where I use mushrooms and corn and red pepper, and it's really thick and it's got a good thick hearty sauce to it. But you don't have to. It has no fat. It has no added fat unless you do the little. What I like to do on the top sometime, and you can totally leave it off. It's still a good stew, but I like to put some fresh avocado on top of it. So yeah, I'll get back to a little bit more of eating dinners, making some of my recipes. Who knows? You never know. Even though I'm not the recipe guy, from time to time I get on these little kicks and I get inspired. So I hope to at least come up with a few new recipes for you over as the weather gets cooler. So yeah, just going to kind of shift as the season shifts and see how that feels. But as I'm easing into a different way of eating, I'll do like I always tell you guys, I'll have to feel my way a little bit more, be a little bit more observant in the beginning to see like, okay, am I keeping that energy level? Is everything feeling the same? Is everything, is everything clicking here? But kind of looking forward to that. Like I say, I like simplicity, and I probably will settle into another very simple pattern, although it'll be a somewhat different pattern than it's been this summer. Woodstock coming up. Now that's where I'm going tomorrow. I mean, well, that's where it starts tomorrow. I'm kind of cooped up in a small town, so I made some additional. Well, I'm traveling a little bit before Woodstock, just not really traveling all that much. I go to Pensacola tomorrow morning. I'll spend the day in Pensacola, just kick around, probably just relax, kill some time. Fly to Albany, New York on Friday. So if anybody out there happens to be going to the Woodstock Fruit Festival or lives in Albany and should be watching this, I'll be in Albany Friday and Saturday night. Now, just to tell you ahead of time, I don't travel a long way to see people, so I'm not going to be getting, Uber or whatever and going to meet you an hour away. I'm out close to the airport. There's a Whole Foods out there. Anybody want to meet up at Whole Foods and eat? That'd be great. I'm probably going to eat there a couple or three times while I'm in Albany. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Woodstock. And now I feel really stupid. I activated my iPhone yesterday, and the reason I feel so stupid was it was so easy. I was expecting for it to have hassles, and it was going to be complicated, and I set it up like that. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to share at Woodstock because I don't know if they've upgraded the internet from last year. There are spaces where I'll be sharing some, and that's why I'm saying you should watch on Instagram, because I'm sure I'll be able to at least share a photo here and there. But regardless of what I share during the week while I'm away, and I'm shooting some extra video, hopefully, but there may be some days without video if I can't upload or whatever. But when I come back from Woodstock, I got a camera with 128 megabyte fresh camera space. So I'm gonna have, I'm just going to take photos and video from hell. I should have enough video stuff and photo stuff for Instagram and all that good stuff for the next 6 or 8 months. So really looking forward to that. Then Sunday I'll be at Woodstock from Sunday until the following Sunday, at which time I'll take the shuttle back to Albany. And then I'll also be in Albany, what is it, like the 26th of August, spending the night there. As for upcoming plans, well, those are some pretty big upcoming plans right there, but I got some stuff I'm working on. I've got some things that I'm shifting to in my life, and it's going to be integrated through here. I'll do a specific video for this probably when I get back from Woodstock and go more into detail on my plan, but I'm getting back to my yoga mat, and I'm getting back to my yoga mat in a big way. I have a plan to do it. This is going to lead down the road to a retreat in Costa Rica with my favorite yoga teacher down there, hopefully in 2019, hopefully maybe mid-2019. And we go down there and do yoga and eat fruit. But yeah, I'm committed. I've been just spinning around these last couple of months, keep saying I'm going to get back to my yoga mat. So I set the date that after I get back from the Woodstock Fruit Festival. And I have, there'll be a few days after I get back, I'm going to get my whole workspace set up. and then boom, I'm getting back to my yoga practice. And I'm going to be sharing that. I'm going to be sharing how I'm getting back to my yoga practice, what I'm using for it, and what we're moving towards, and what we're going to do, what I'm going to try to plan down in Costa Rica. So anyhow, a lot of exciting stuff coming up. A lot of exciting stuff coming up. I'm going to try to think of some things even after Woodstock to get out of this house a little bit more. Maybe some day trips. There's a place, I don't like to travel that much in this area during the summer down on the panhandle of Florida because just crazy crowds, but there's a really good raw vegan food truck down in Seaside, Florida I'd like to get back to, and I'm going to get out and about. Got to use that new phone/camera, so exciting things about to happen. So I hope you guys will sign up and follow everywhere, because I'm going to be sharing different things, different platforms. Be sure and follow Instagram, Raw Tropical Living, there as well. And be sure and sign up for my blog, because I've kind of figured out yesterday what I'm going to do through the blog, and I'm going to try to share within a couple of weeks, starting in September. I'm going to share 3 times a week on my blog. They're not going to be like these detailed, in-depth, like long 1,000, 1,500 word posts all the time. Some of them will be proper, blog posts, and others will just be, short stuff, inspirational stuff, just little quick tips for the day, what have you. But anyhow, lots to come. Hope you guys will come along for the ride. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.